This is Irontrader. It is Tuesday morning. So I'm going to take a look here at Bitcoin, crude oil, and natural gas. Now remember, the API for crude oil will be out today at 4:30. This video is for information purpose only, not a recommendation to buy or sell any stock, commodity ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Okay, here we have Bitcoin, your daily chart. Now let's just see what's going on with the old Bitcoin here. All right. So yesterday here, we put in this lower low. We had like an indecision candle, okay? So what did we make for high yesterday? We made 84,250. So far, we made 84,860. So we made a nice higher high and a higher low here so far. Now, the key to this is going to be this 21 simple moving average, okay? 85,151. You need to get above that, close above it, and then 85,746. Those are your two very, very key resistant levels here that we're going to be trading against here today, okay? So just watch those two levels, that 21-day and that 8-day. Now, if we can get above that, then we'll come over to the top of this candle here. You're looking at 87,785. We'll look at that Friday's high, 88,50 level. Then we're going to come up top of this candle here at 88,865, okay? Then we're looking at the top of this candle here. You're looking at 89,380. But right here, this is going to be the key. It's going to be that 50-day at 92,103. And then we have the old Hondo up here at 93,673. Now, we had this nice uptrending channel here, okay? And then we had that possible bull flag, which got negated here by Friday's action. Okay, so remember, Bitcoin is trading with the overall market. The market's going up, Bitcoin will go up, and vice versa, kind of a situation. Now, yesterday we had that big sell-off, but actually it was a good buying opportunity kind of situation. For me, I just traded. Easy way I trade is IBIT for the long, BITI for the short. Okay, very nice. Now, today, again, we just have to get above that key 21-day and that 50-day. Then we can start retesting all these levels here and possibly hit that 50-day. Now, what we're looking at for support level is we're going to look into yesterday's low. That's going to be key, okay? That's going to be looking at 81,485, okay? That's what we're watching. Your next level is going to be right here at 81,120. And then we'll come down to here at the bottom. You're looking at 87,60, and then we're going to have this 80,40. And then this is what you're looking for. The big retest is that 78,176, which is your 200-day, and then your recent low there at that 76,735 level. So we got to see how this all shakes out here. Now, you look at your RSI. Well, there's no divergence here, but you're sitting at 45. That could go either way. So you're sitting kind of in the middle here. Your green is still over your red here, but we're holding the downside here. But then again, I always like the downside versus this upside, because once that upside is run, you got nowhere to go but down. This here has got nowhere to go but up, kind of a situation, okay? So for today here, watch that 21-day and that 8-day. It's going to be key on the upside, and on the downside, watch yesterday's low, 81,485. Okay, let's take a look here now at crude oil and natural gas. Okay, here we have crude oil and natural gas. Now, we had this double bottom in play. Very, very nice. Okay, we put that 65.22 level in, and then we retested it with 65.29, a nice higher low that tells you got to get long. Okay, then what it is, we are above that 8-day. Now you can see that 8-day curled up, when crossed over the 21-day. That's very, very bullish. And now we're headed towards that 50-day. Now, yesterday what we did is we came all the way down, and I think it trapped a lot of shorts in here, okay, because what it did, came all the way down here. It looked like it was going to go down to the 21-day, but then it closed right back up here again above the 8-day, and then it started to rally, and it blew right through the 50-day and 100-day, and you can see how nice it made a high yesterday, all the way up that 71.83 level, okay? So for today, we made a high of 71.99 level, but what we're looking for here is this 200-day at 72.79, and then we got to see what the reaction is going to be. Okay, always look for what the reaction is when he gets to these key levels. Okay, I'll give you an example. So when it ran to the 21-day, then it pulled right on back. See, it couldn't get through this 21-day. It got through it, but it couldn't close above it. The same way here with the 8-day, very, very strong. But now the price is above this 8-day, and that's always very bullish. I always say if it's above the 8-day, it's sideways to up. Below that 8-day, it's sideways to down situation. Okay, so this is what we're focusing on here today, is that 72.79 level. Okay, so again, if you can get above that, well, we have a lot of targets up here. Okay, so you got 72.91. We got 73.14 level. We come up the top of this candle here. You got 73.68 level. You can work yourself all the way up to here to the 75.18 level here. Okay, so your big targets are going to be bring these price channels here right across. Okay, those are going to be your big target situation. But you have to get through this 200-day in order to do that. Now, on the downside here, we want to watch today's low. It's that 71.12. But the key level is going to be right here. It's going to be that 70.68. That's that 100-day. And that 50-day at 70.37. If that's lost, you're going to have right here is going to be that 8-day at 69.85. So let's just see how this all shakes out. Now, the API report will be out today at 4:30. We'll see here on how it, going to change the Crude ski. Now, again, I'm long here. I've been posting here that I am long the UCO. I'm sure I put the chart side by side yesterday for you. In identical charts. I'm long here because we had this double bottom situation and the price is above that 8-day simple moving average. Now, 62, you still got plenty of room to run to the upside. Your green over your red, it shows good momentum here. So this is actually very, very nice and strong. So we got to see what, if it gets to that 200-day, what the reaction is going to be. Is it going to hit it and then come back down here, or is it going to blast right through that and then we'd hit all these upside targets? Okay, now natural gas. Well, natty gas here, okay, I was always pointing out this level right here. Simple reason is ran up here and you had 4.25, okay, and then we had 4.24 level right there. Let me see here a second. So what we had is like a double top situation, okay, and then it came right on down, sold on, and then that 8-day, look how strong that 8-day was, okay, but last week, Thursday, there was the turning point. It came down and retested that 3.73 level, which we were looking for this 3.74. So he came in within 1 penny. But then it put a bottoming tail in here and it ran right up to that 8-day. Okay. Now, next day here on Friday, it ran right on up here nicely through the 8-day and into the 21-day. And then yesterday we had this top. It came in at 425, which is right here. Okay, so everything you need to know about your upside resistance levels is sitting right here. Okay, so what we're looking at here is if you can break above that 425 level, then you come right to the bottom there at 433, top 437, top 442, top 447, 451, okay, 455, 458, and then we have to retest at 490. Okay, but that's not what it did. It went into that 425. And then it pulled right back. Now, today, we have what's called this inside day. High and low is the inside of the previous day's high and low, okay? So what we're watching here is going to be this key level on the upside is this 411. That's that 21-day. If you can get back above that, then we're going to be looking for this 425 level, okay? And then we'll see what happens when it gets to blast through. Then we follow the candles up here, or does it just come right on down? So downside here, we're looking at yesterday's low. Okay, that's 405. That's your support level. That's your first one. And then your key level is going to be 3.97. That's your 8-day. And then we're going to have your 50-day at 3.87. And then your retest at 3.73. So right now here, we have this double top situation going on here. And so we got to see how this is all going to shake out here today. Now, the green here is still below the red, but it looks like it wanted to try to pinch up. But that can go sideways at the reversal to down too. So we got to see 50 to 52, you're sitting like right in the center. So you got plenty of room to go either way. So today, what you want to watch is that 21-day. We crack above it, then that 425 area is going to be critical. Okay. We lose this right here is your key support. It's going to be your 8-day and your 50-day. Okay. That's what I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. We'll take a look at Bitcoin, crude oil, natural gas, and then we throw something else in the mix. All right. Thanks for watching.